I'd like to welcome everybody to our Devonport City Council meeting, Monday 25th of March 2024. Thank you. Beginning, we will look at acknowledgement of country. Devonport City Council acknowledges and pays respects to the Palawa Pakna people as the traditional original owners of Lutruwita and continuing custodians of this land on which we gather. We also acknowledge and pay our respects to the Tasmanian Aboriginal elders past and present. I notice there's no apologies tonight. We have a full house of our wonderful councillors. Thank you very much. Any declarations of interest is item 2. If I could have any, please speak now. Councillor Shea.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Item 4.1 and item 4.1 and 4.3. I will be
For both?
yes.
Thank you.
From me, Mayor.
Councillor Murphy.
Yes, agenda item 4.2 and 4.3, I am known to both the proponents in my professional capacity, and I will be leading
For both?
for both.
Thank you. Any other declarations? Councillor Martin.
Thank you, Mayor. Clear an interest in item 5.1 as President of the Tasmanian Masters Games, but we'll stay in the room.
Thank you. Any other declarations from councillors? No? Thank you. So item 3 is the procedural section. 3.1 is confirmation of minutes. The recommendation is there. If I could have a mover, please.
So moved.
Councillor Viney, and sorry, who's the second? Is Councillor Murphy? Thank you. Councillor Viney.
Thank you, Mayor. It's all in the attachments there.
Thank you. Councillor Murphy.
Nothing to add.
Thank you. Any further comment from the table? Councillor Viney to close then.
Consider it closed.
Thank you. All those in favour?
Aye.
Against? Carried unanimously. Thank you. 3.2 is public question time. 3.2.1 is responses to questions raised. There are nil. 3.2.2 questions on notice from the public. There are no questions. 3.2.3 is questions without notice from the public. So this is the time if we have anybody in our gallery that would like to ask any questions of us. This is your opportunity.
Without notice.
Without notice.
Sure.
So you just go to the podium and state your name and address and then ask us your question.
Good evening, my name's Peter Ayler, 4 Olive Court, Wandetta,
Thank you.
Devonport. My question is, why hasn't there been any action in regards to some 12 months ago now that I came down and seen engineer Ian Cute, who I believe now is retired, in regards to the situation with the intersection of Olive Court and Middle Road. I presented Ian with video evidence, photographic evidence in regards to how the traffic turns up off the on-ramp and will then cross the centre line in Olive Court and cross park across the intersection. It's been some 12 months now and I've heard nothing in regards to what's going on. And even this evening on my way down, the situation occurred to me again. Sometimes it's even worse in regards to 2 cars pulling across that intersection. No one can get in, no one can get out. There's definitely a breach of the law there because there's a centre line, solid centre line. I indicated to engineer Ian Cute that there would be a simple way in regards to rectifying that, and it would be to place some concrete plinths along the centre line leading out of Olive Court up to the stop, give way line of the road. That would stop people from swinging in there and crossing and blocking both lanes of traffic.
Thank you, Peter. The General Manager.
Yes, through you, Mayor.
Thank you.
I'm not aware of any immediate works, however, we will just take that question on notice and come back to Mr. Harley in writing.
We will get straight back to you with that. Thank you. And I'm sorry for your time that you've been waiting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any further questions?
Thank you, Mayor. Shane Warren, Unit 2, 134 North Hinton Street. There's some questions on the Oval project. Just in relation to that. A recent press report advocate February.
At the council meeting.
Sorry?
Sorry, I'll say again. Your press report in February 23rd quoted you as saying that this plan, this is the Oval plan, was 4 years in the making with strong support from the relevant supporting tabs. What is confusing is that many of the development standards of the planning scheme rely on how the proposed development can satisfy a loss of residential amenity. However, it hasn't been until last Monday that the plans were publicly available for the first time in this 4-year period. More so, I've been informed that one of the major stakeholders, Meercroft Care, aren't even aware of the project and haven't been involved in the consultation process. So, can you enlighten me and the general community why a proposal, as you quote, 4 years in the making, wasn't made available to the residential community who are major stakeholders in this part of town, notwithstanding, of course, that you did discuss the benefits of the proposal with the owners of the Sunrise Motel last July?
I'm confused about that component, but that's all right, I'll get clarification.
Do you want to repeat that one for you, Megan?
So,
Can we repeat that one for you?
just the part about the Sunrise, sorry.
You have spoken to the owners of Sunrise, they're the only people in the location you've spoken to, and about the benefits of the project to them, but not to the adjoining residents about how the development might affect their amenity.
Oh, okay. No.
Another question for you. This is the same
Well,
project.
one at a time, is that all right?
Oh, it's fine.
Thank you.
Yes, through you there. It's the council's direction in regard to the sports infrastructure has been, over a number of years, that's been evolving and developing. So that statement in the local media was correct. In regard to the development assessment process, council is currently finalising the plans and we'll be submitting those shortly, and that'll be going through the normal process and they'll be available for members of the community to review and make representation on the concerns.
And if I can add about the Sunrise component that you asked me about, I certainly spoke to the people at the Sunrise about a different matter. They were highlighting to us if we could help them, and we brought the state government into it and the federal government as well to talk to them about something to do with their business. And while we were there, I pointed out the fact that the precinct could possibly be going there, but it wasn't endorsed. I wasn't saying it was endorsed by council at the time, but I was saying that's a possibility. So there was no drawings to show them or anything because it wasn't even endorsed by council. Your second question, please.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
It's a little bit confusing, isn't it?
Not really.
Not for me, your specific question. So the rationale behind the Devon Netball Association, I'm not speaking on their behalf, just an observation of what I've been reading in the Sports Infrastructure Master Plan, relocating its operations to the Oval Precinct, and their desire to have 4 indoor netball courts with multiple lining for other sports as well, which primarily would be basketball, and that multi-line court will still leave a shortfall of 5 to 6 courts. So the plans that I saw last Monday indicate 5 outdoor courts, 4 multiple use courts, which with other sports as well in the one of the larger buildings, with the possibility obviously the main stadium also being used for 2 more netball games. So the best case scenario there is 11 available courts. So currently at Maidstone Park there are 14 available courts. This 5 or 6 sort of shortfall in number of courts doesn't seem to compute that well if there's a net loss. So can you explain how this future proofing of the Netball Association's growth and demand for a facility is will work?
Thank you.
Yes, through you, Mayor. There's been a lot of work done around demand, expected demand and future demand for the current courts are significantly underutilised, and we're totally comfortable with what's being proposed.
Net loss. So that begs the question, what's proposed for the existing site? which should, item 4 would have been included in the sports infrastructure master plan.
Through you, Mayor, council's made that decision around the future of the existing site of the site.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Any further questions from the gallery? Thank you very much. Item 3.3 is questions on notice from councillors. There are none. 3.4 is notice as a motion. Our 3.4.1 notice of motion, working with vulnerable card, employment councillors, Councillor Martin.
So moved.
Happy to move it, thank you. And seconder, please.
I'm happy to second it.
Thank you, Councillor Wilczynski. Councillor Martin.
Thank you, Mayor. As we all know as a community over the last